Well, so
How many people think about the family that presides the deceased? Like, have y'all ever thought about, you go to a funeral and everybody pay their respect, but they don't, after the last lemon piece of cake and the last bottle of water is served, and when they say ashes to ashes and dust to dust, people forget about the ones that, the immediate family and stuff like that in the third. Like, it'd be like 1,000 some people in a church or a facility or whatever at the funeral, but then after the first 7 to 14 days, that number boils down to a select few. So be encouraged to knowing that you have to rely on God first and more. You have to rely on God. And when you do rely on God, you know that He is your strength. He is your source. Excuse me. Because people, they sometimes forget about the ones that the deceased has left behind. And it's crazy because you see so many people when you first grieve a person, and like everybody come to the setting up and to the house and all the things, it be like to a blur. It be like so much sometimes. It be so many people, so many things. They bring your stuff or whatever, and then even when you at the funeral, everybody giving you hugs and all the things. And then once that day of the burial and have the repast, the next day is silent. And sometimes you be confused, like, why is it so silent when I was just surrounded by hundreds of people? But I wanted to come up and encourage y'all to just stay encouraged, and knowing that this community, we can lean on one another, and just knowing that God is the number one person that you need to depend on. The number one person to depend on while in the process of grief. Because when you sit up there and you look at it, it be a hurting fact. You can be surrounded by so many people, like I said, and then when you look around, it's nobody to be found. Like, it's nobody to be found. So I just wanted to come up here and just say, be encouraged, stay encouraged, lean on the people that you can lean on to. You had them few people or whatever that you can talk to about anything and everything. But we, as the people that still, here living and doing the things or whatever, a lot of people forget about us. And it doesn't feel good or whatever, but you just learn. You learn how to, adapt and carry on or whatever. But it's crazy how, like I said, it's just crazy how we go to funerals and it be thousands of people. I mean, not thousands, I'm exaggerating, unless you're a celebrity or something. But it be so many people, but the days grow over. And like this book that I had even read, it was talking about how the person that's deceased, their body would deteriorate as like you still receiving and making sure like the estates and all the things is done, and all the burial stuff is done. You cleaning out houses or whatever the case may be, their bodies deteriorate. It was a beautiful thing of how, I forgot the name of the book, but it was a beautiful thing of how they said that. And it was like, by the time you're going back and you can remember the memories and stuff, now they go back to the residing people will go back to the grave. And at that point, the people that's deceased, their body be in be like bones and stuff like that. But it's crazy how time will fly past, and the phone calls and the text messages and the encouraging words will disappear. So I just wanted to come and encourage y'all to, just lean on one another, lean on each other in this community. Never walk alone. We are building community, building a grief community, to knowing that it's a safe space. It is a place to just be with your grief, feel the emotions that you need to feel. And I hope that this video is able to bless someone. Y'all gotta mind me because I'm getting a little exercise. Wow, I'm doing this. But I just wanted to come up here and say that. But I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time.